Hello guys, today's my first tutorial that I'm going to be doing, and we're just going to keep it simple today. I'll show you guys all the tools I will be using, and please excuse my squeaky chair. Alright, today we're going to be doing something very simple, which is drawing an ant, close-up of an ant. And the first step we're going to be doing is finding a reference. Okay, so this looks like a very simple one we'll be using. This one. Okay. Or if you just found that on Google Images, just type in ant, it'll be there. Okay, so the first step is basically the blueprint of the drawing. I like to use a regular pencil for this because it's a little more, when it's not sharpened, it's like sketchier, which is something I like to do. Then I'll be using a mechanical pencil. If not, I'll sharpen this really good and use this. And then we'll be using some pens, and we'll do some shading, and maybe we'll add color, who knows. We'll just see as it goes along. Okay, so as we all know, an ant is made out of 3 parts. So, go ahead and just drawing our ant looks like 4 parts actually. So we're basically just gonna draw circles, guys. Circles, okay? I'll just zoom in here so you guys have a better look at this. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, it has like this little thing right here I'm watching. And then it finally has its big abdomen, I'm pretty sure, or I don't know. I want to sound like it. This is like an oval. So first 3 are circles, and then a big oval at the end. And then we're just gonna draw the legs in, which are, for now, just a little circle right here to indicate where it's coming out. And the leg, which is basically a little stick that goes down right here. And then we have another one coming off here that goes actually a little bit over the oval, and it comes down, swoops out for the little legs. I'm guessing that's what that is. This one's a little more out, goes down. This one, if I get interrupted, I apologize. This right here, and then right there, which is just little lines. Another line going down here, and then a little curve, and that's it. And there's one hiding in the back right here, which just doesn't show anything, just that. And then of course its little mandibles. It's like a, I don't know, a hexagon or something. I don't know, just add like a hexagon. And then we'll add the antenna. Alright, let's get a little more complicated with this, or detailed, I mean. A circle, indicating the eyes. And there we go. We have our blueprint, basically. Sharpening our pencil.
Alright, I kicked it into the time lapse real quick. We're gonna begin with the mandible, the only thing I know on this ant's name. We're gonna start the body. Some dark lines to the lines I am satisfied with. Do the abdomen or whatever that is. I add 3 lines for indication of I don't know, ridges, I guess. The legs are a little complicated, but just draw them bit by bit slowly. Pause the video if needed. And then the front legs, I just do them into simple shapes and just add on to it. So I like it. Like I said, this isn't, you know, the final because I'm gonna go over it and ink it. So do your best.
Okay. Doesn't matter what kind of pen you use, but if you guys have the chance, I recommend these pens. They're used by many people. They're really good. For this one, I'll be using size 3. And I'll just be going over what I did.
Be sure to erase from like what you last inked in to like the beginning. That way, like it doesn't smear any of the ink.
Okay, so we have our ant done. And what we're gonna do now is add a little bit of shading to it using pens, which means we're gonna cross hatch. Cross hatching is using lines in order to add a sense of 3D to the figure. In this case, the light will be coming this way, so it'll be darker on the bottom. For this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the O1. So it's gonna be a little darker on this side and a little darker as well here. And this is being blocked by the ant's body, so it's gonna be fully, we're just using diagonal lines. This whole arm will be fully dark due to the fact that it's being blocked. We're gonna go ahead and add more light down here. Okay, like so. Oops, this will be dark as well. And on the leg right here, we'll only go halfway. Up here, we'll add a little bit of form by going a little towards this here, like so. We'll go ahead and cross hatch, which means to go the other way on this one, and gently try not to go all the way, but you know, halfway, like so. Same on this one, halfway. You know, you can use dots too if you want. And this one halfway, like so, and down here fully dark. Okay, and this part of the mandible will be all. And then here,
You get the idea. Let's kick it a time lapse. Once we're done with the first layer, we're basically gonna start doing the diagonal lines the same way, but in the opposite direction that the other lines were facing. Just go ahead and layer them over each other, horizontally, vertically, whatever you want, and it should deepen the value.
we are done with our ant. Important. Don't forget your signature. We drew this 2016.